Some of the details of Trump's temper tantrums have emerged, and often they were spurred on by leaks. Turns out one of the main culprits was the asshole himself. Quote, if he was not having his 6:30 dinner with Steve Bannon, then, more to his liking, he was in bed by that time with a cheeseburger, watching his 3 screens and making phone calls. The phone was his true contact point with the world, to a small group of friends who charted his rising and falling levels of agitation through the evening and then compared notes with one another. In bed with his cheeseburgers. As details of Trump's personal life leaked out, he became obsessed with identifying the leaker. The source of all the gossip, however, was Trump himself. In his calls throughout the day and at night from his bed, he often spoke to people who had no reason to keep his confidence. He was a river of grievances, which recipients of his calls promptly spread to the ever-attentive media. Trump created his own prison within the White House. He fostered competition, but not with some Machiavellian strategy to elicit the best. No. Trump surrounded himself with self-centered, self-promoting sycophants who turned on each other. To add insult to injury, Trump spilled the beans after his burgers. Quote, if Bannon, Priebus, and Kushner were now fighting a daily war with one another, it was exacerbated by the running disinformation campaign about them that was being prosecuted by the president himself. When he got on the phone after dinner, he'd speculate on the flaws and weaknesses of each member of his staff. Bannon was disloyal, not to mention he always looked like shit. Priebus was weak, not to mention he was short, a midget. Kushner was a suck-up. Sean Spicer was stupid and looks terrible too. Conway was a crybaby. Jared and Ivanka should never have come to Washington. End quote. It sounds like a horrible reality show, but the horrible reality is that this dysfunctional White House is making the lives of ordinary Americans worse and worse until this fuckhead kills us all. And these dick asses in the White House are running their own office of American royalty, holding court, demanding loyalty, crafting cunning means of self-gratification, all at the expense of hundreds of millions of Americans depending on these assholes to address and solve problems. This is why the resistance exists. Trump delenda est. Signed, the resistance. You know, there is such a thing as just going totally speechless, Gabby. I mean, I have used gibberish for 35 years to make a living. Not a great living, but, you know, a living. And I never thought I would run out of words to describe or evaluate or offer up opinions of a certain circumstance or political happening or see, I'm running out of words. But I don't know what to say. Do you? Do you, Truth Seeker? Do you know what to say about this? What do you tell your friends? Or don't you even talk about it? Is it too obscene to talk about? We're talking about a man who's leading us into the valley of the shadow of death. with his mouth and his ignorance and his toxic, childlike bullshit. How much fucking longer are we going to put up with this? And then today, I watched an interview. Who was the interviewer? Katie Tour, was it Katie Tour? Interviewing this psychopath, Jim Jordan from Ohio. This man makes Trump almost look rational. Jim Jordan is so far out of his crawl space, the chain is broken, and he's wandering around on all fours, just frothing at the mouth and shrieking about Hillary Clinton. Ah! This Clinton derangement thing, would it help if she killed herself? Would you fuckers back off then? How about it? If Bill and Hillary committed joint suicide, then what? Oh, you'd go after the daughter, wouldn't you? You ignorant savages. I sometimes think that's what it's going to take. It's going to take these two, Hillary and Bill Clinton, to fucking die. One way or the other. Disease, plane crash, suicide, something to get these insane goddamn Republicans to stop crawling up their assholes. You know, arr, 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 arr. Jesus. Arr, 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 arr. They're like, these Republicans are like the Tasmanian devils, you know, from the Disney cartoons. Great big fucking head and all these teeth, and all they want to do is just... Is Jim Jordan addressing any problem that this country... Fuck no! Because this country cannot move forward to make America great again until Hillary is locked up. And now Abidin, her associate, her number one associate, Huma, they're going after her now too. This is fucking insane. It's insane. All of it. And we just goddamn sit here and act like a bunch of people at a circus of deformed animals, you know? We're just sitting here in the stands eating our fucking popcorn, looking at three-headed zebras walking around and nine-legged elephants. We're going, oh, look, oh, goddamn, oh, look, oh, what's that? Oh, yeah. Why are we not in the streets? Oh, well, it's snowing out, Mike. What the fuck? It's really cold, you know? It's like 10 below whatever all over the country. Nobody, you know, nobody's going to stay home, have some rum. How about when warm weather comes? Are we ready yet? Oh, fuck you, National Security Agency. I know you listen. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't. Come and get me. Are we ready to take to the streets by the tens of millions and bring this shit to an end? Because nobody is going to do it but us. Do you understand that?